While I am setting the record right, the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism is not itself controversial. It is full of conditional caveats in which it discusses examples that could or may be understood to be anti-Semitic in a certain context. What is at times controversial is how this definition gets applied by some, including by ignoring those conditional statements or trying to apply it beyond its purpose as a non-binding working definition. For the record, IHRA has been embraced by 4 consecutive United States administrations, beginning with its adoption by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, thanks to the leadership of then Secretary of State John Kerry. IHRA is the official definition in Massachusetts by executive order. And yes, we at JCRC embrace and use IHRA as a non-binding working definition to further the understanding of anti-Semitism. And we have been on record for several years that we do not support its codification in state law, such as through the bill referenced in the panel submission materials. And commissioners should be aware that there are other definitions that are used by some, notably the so-called Jerusalem Declaration, which has been endorsed by some progressive organizations and by respected academics. But regardless of whether you prefer to use the official Massachusetts definition for your understanding of anti-Semitism, the difference in these definitions are largely a matter of emphasis and nuance, and not of substantive difference when it comes to understanding anti-Semitic behaviors. For example, and I'm reading here from the Jerusalem Declaration, not from IHRA. Okay. Quote, "What is particular in classic anti-Semitism is the idea that Jews are linked to the forces of evil. This stands at the core of many anti-Jewish fantasies, such as the idea of a Jewish conspiracy, in which the Jews possess hidden power that they use to promote their own collective agenda and at the expense of other people. This linkage between Jews and evil continues in the present, in the fantasy that the Jews control governments with a hidden hand." And further, this Jerusalem definition says that with regards to Israel and Palestine, examples that on the face of it are anti-Semitic include holding Jews collectively responsible for Israel's conduct, or treating Jews simply because they are Jewish as agents of Israel, and assuming that non-Israeli Jews, simply because they are Jews, are necessarily more loyal to Israel than to their own countries.